So my left eye has been twitching for like a week.
Oh yeah? Why?
I don't know. I don't know if like something's wrong with my shoulder or like, I wonder if you'll be able to see it. How's it going, everyone? It's Lauren from Hot for Food, and today we're making another little dessert. It's actually a really good one for summer. It's fresh and bright, clean and simple. It is a vegan mango pudding. Oh yes. I got a couple of requests for this. I was also inspired because I saw mangoes on sale at the grocery store, which is often how I come up with ideas, is I'm just browsing around the store and then something strikes. So we're gonna use those Atalfo mangoes. I don't know if you know what those are, but they're these yellow mangoes. So these are the kind you want to use for the mango pudding because they're extra creamy. They're even a little bit gelatinous already in their texture, so they're perfect for the pudding. And what we're gonna do is use agar. This is a vegan gelatin. It's made from seaweed, and that is going to gelatinize the pudding. It's a very simple ingredient. It's odorless, flavorless. It's not bad for you at all. It's not processed. It's just like dried seaweed essentially, and it turns into gelatin. Because if you didn't know, gelatin is not vegan. It is made from the bones and hooves of animals. Okay, let's make the mango pudding. So you're gonna need 3 large yellow mangoes. I've got 2 already cut up, those are for the pudding. And we're gonna cut up a 3rd, and we're gonna have little chunks in the pudding. Here's how you cut a mango. You cut the sides off of what's called the pith or the pit in there. And then to cut the pieces off, you just score it like this. And then, ooh, look at that. And then you just slice off the pieces like this. Now, if you're using a very sharp knife, just be very careful. And ta-da! So the chunks for inside the pudding, just cut them up very small. You don't want huge chunks, I don't think, but like tinier pieces like this. Okay, so once you've got that all diced, just set that aside, and now we're gonna make the pudding in a blender with these other mangoes. So to get all the flesh you can off of this, just like take the knife and slide it down and cut off as much as you can. So all this excess, this can just go into the mango that we're gonna blend. And then, I don't know about you, but like, there's so much good fruit on here, you just can't really cut it off. But you can eat it. You sort of have to suck on the pit. It's not a very attractive look. So, you know, do this alone in the kitchen. So what you wanna do is refrigerate some full fat coconut milk and get all of this thick coconut cream. You need a cup of it for the pudding. And we're heating the mixture anyways after we blend it, so it's okay if you get some liquid in this. Just try to get mostly cream. Now just add that to a blender. Now add the 2 cut up mangoes. Add some raw sugar, some vanilla extract, and you can add lemon juice or lime juice. Now blend it up until it's smooth and thick. So now add this to a saucepan, and we're gonna just simmer it for about 5 to 6 minutes. So you can see it's already thick and gelatinous, but the taste, while it is good, I prefer heating it for about 5 minutes just to get it heated through. I feel like the flavors come together a little more. Plus this is gonna help combine the agar mixture, which we're gonna do separately. So just whisk it pretty constantly while you're heating it over medium-low, and don't let it burn or sit there for too long. And then once it starts bubbling and it's simmered, should be about only 5 minutes, you can take it off the heat. So you wanna combine the agar flakes into water and boil it for 4 to 6 minutes until it's fully smooth and you don't see any little flakes anymore. Now I'm using flakes. You can find it in powder form as well, and if you find it in powder form, you don't need to boil it like this. You can just add it to the mango mixture while you're heating it up. So once it bubbles like this, just whisk it, and then it's pretty much dissolved. Take it off the heat so you can see if there's any little bits left in. Now it's hard for you to see, but it'll look kind of cloudy, but there's no granules left. So once that's dissolved, add it to the warm mango mixture and then combine it together. Just whisk gently so you're not getting a ton of bubbles in this. Okay, now add your mango chunks and give it a stir. And now we're gonna portion it out. So this makes 4 good-sized puddings. I'm using dishes that are about 250 mils in capacity, but you're not gonna fill them to the top. You're gonna fill them to like just before the top. right, so you're gonna let these set at room temperature. It's totally fine. Just leave them on this tray until they're pretty much cooled and pretty much set and solid. And then you can put them in the fridge, and you can just leave them in the fridge till you want to eat them. And I'm gonna show you how to make coconut whipped cream. Some of you probably already do this at home, but I've never showed it on camera, so I'm gonna show you today. And that's what we're gonna garnish it with, and it's really tasty with the pudding. So let's just move these aside. I, of course, already have ones finished in the fridge. But this whole coconut cream business, if you follow @hotforfood on Instagram, you've seen my Insta stories where all I do is bitch about coconut milk. But there literally is some type of weird thing happening with coconuts or coconut cream or milk manufacturers. I don't know, but I've been trying all different kinds of cans, and a lot of them aren't working for whipping. They're curdling, and I don't know what's going on. I live in Canada. I don't have Trader Joe's. Everybody goes and gets Trader Joe's this and Trader Joe's that. I don't have that. So you can either get your full fat coconut milk, and that will separate in the fridge to give you a nice layer of thick cream. I talk about this all the time. I basically always have cans in my fridge ready to go. But if you want to make coconut whip, I'm finding these cans of full coconut cream are working a lot better. And if you can find some at Asian markets, independent grocers and health food stores is where you're gonna find them. They're all from Thailand. The only ingredients are coconut extract and water. There's no binders, there's no sugar, there's nothing else. And this particular one, I've never seen it in my life until recently, is working the best for me. It's all cream. There's like literally no water in this can. So what's left from making the pudding, we're gonna whip into a whipped topping with some vanilla bean seeds. So you need a hand mixer for this and a glass bowl that you've chilled in the fridge. Again, now it's important you don't get any of the water in there. So once you got your cream, just stop, and that should be enough just to garnish 4 puddings. Now you're gonna whip. So with your hand mixer, just start on a low speed and gradually work up to 2 or 3. You don't wanna go full blast right away. Now we're gonna scrape the sides just to get it back in the center, because this isn't a ton of whipped cream, but it'll get a little more airy. As you can see, it already is. You don't need to sweeten this, but you can add a couple tablespoons of powdered sugar if you like. But we're gonna add some vanilla bean, or you can use vanilla powder, and keep whipping for another couple minutes. So you want to use powdered sugar or really fine granulated sugar if you're sweetening this, and just sprinkle a little bit in and beat it, and add the rest while you're beating. So my finished puddings are done. They look delicious. Now I'm gonna take it out of the mold and put it on a plate. And to do this, you need a very thin icing spatula. It's like the thinnest little thing. And you need to sort of cut around the edge. You're not even like losing any pudding at this point. You're just going right around the edge. And then it should slide out. There's the vegan mango pudding. Oh my God. I've already eaten like so many of these because when I was making the recipe and testing it, it's so good. It's like the perfect consistency. I like taking little bites of this. I don't want to destroy my little like styled part. Oh yeah, you gotta have it with the whip. I've seen some people too, they like pour milk over it, like almond milk or soy milk. I think it's nicer with like a thicker cream personally. But anyways, Hope you like that. Hope you like learning how to use agar. And now you can experiment a little bit more with it. I've been seeing cheese recipes using agar. That's how it holds the shape. That's how I'm able to take it out of the dish. But granted, you could also just leave it in the dish, style it this way, and eat it out of the pot. And you can make smaller ones. This is a pretty big mango pudding that you would probably want to share. Like I'm gonna share it. Okay. Sorry. We can have those ones. Okay. That's it for me. Vegan mango pudding, the perfect summer delight. And I hope you like it. The recipe is linked below. It goes to hotforfoodblog.com, where you can also find many more recipes. And there's more videos on this channel, so browse around, binge watch them all, make stuff, post it on social media, tag us at hotforfood. We love to see what you're making and eating. And thanks so much for the support and love all over the internet. We love you guys. And I'm here every Wednesday, so subscribe if you like what you see. Give it a thumbs up. And we'll be back next week with another thing for you to make, another vegan dish.